Hello everyone, thanks a lot for watching this recap video. If you read through the whole email already and you're now watching this will be a little bit of a summary of those things. But if not, I'm just going to skip to some of the good parts. And thank you so much for your prayers. Those of you who send encouraging letters and notes and emails and texts, really appreciate that. And for those of you who are on our financial support team, thank you also for that. Just thank you for your faithfulness. God is good, and I pray that this report blesses you. So after a really great summer, fall has been off to an awesome start. You see a couple things about the mission trips that I did, the Coaches Corner, the All Coaches training, which is really a cool thing, just getting to be someone who's responsible to sharpen all of our coaches around the country. I'm really blessed by that. One of the cool stories I wanted to really quick share from the Twin Cities mission trip this summer was, it was actually a couple months before the trip. I had one of the youth pastors who was coming call me and just share that there was a student in their group that may be a little bit of a risk to bring on a trip, and just wondering if they were the right fit and what they should do and all of that. And as I was talking to this leader, it just became clear that, at least in my mind, that the right play would be to take the risk and bring this student. He felt like he had a really good leader team that was going to be able to give some good structure, and that maybe it would be a good thing to take the risk and to see what God would do. And I actually knew this student that he was talking about from some other events that I've been a part of, and it was so cool that by the end of the trip, this student had gone from a risk to someone who you could see the Spirit's transforming work in their life. And they were just a different person at the end of the trip, through the serving and through getting out and seeing that life isn't what they experience, and that people out there are hurting, and that even in their own brokenness and issues and all of that, that God can use them. And then through our teaching and our worship times at night, it was really a cool thing to watch God at work. And so thank you for praying for those trips. Thank you for praying for me. Thank you for praying for our leaders. It really was an awesome thing. And that was one of many stories of life change and transformation that we saw. You know, kind of moving from that, the last probably month or so has really convinced me again, not that I needed it, but convinced me again that this ministry that we're doing to youth pastors and investing in them and sharpening them with the goal that they be healthy leaders leading healthy ministries, because healthy ministries are the ones that see more students come to know Jesus, that this is such an important thing that we're doing. You know, a couple examples are, I had one youth pastor call me and just feeling super discouraged. Actually, I take that back. There have been two now. Super discouraged that good things are happening in ministry and in the church as a whole, but there are just some people who like to complain and things like that. And just like, why is that? And getting to walk with them through that was really a challenge, but a really good thing. And grateful that the Lord had me there, and hopefully He gave me wisdom. And there are things that are fruitful from that conversation. There's another youth pastor who's had a sin issue on somebody on his staff, and had to make a big change, and just getting to walk with that leader. There's other staffing issues that I get phone calls and asking who I know, and it's pretty cool that LEAD222 is starting a whole church staffing thing. But to be able to make some personal connections there is really awesome. And then even just kind of a cool thing, I had a youth pastor call me the other day, and they were going to be giving a message at a retreat and wanted to just kind of talk through it with me. And so, you know, getting to just share ideas and help them refine their talk was really awesome. So, you know, what we're doing here and in investing in these leaders who are investing in the next generation is so valuable. And I couldn't be more convinced than I am now. A couple things to ask you to pray about. Number one is, you saw in the email, the bullet point list above here, that I'm coaching 11 different youth pastors this year. Most of those are the point leaders and event directors for our mission trips, but also there's some guys in Minnesota on the team here. And then one new to LEAD222 leader that I'm coaching in Topeka, Kansas, which is really cool. I've really enjoyed getting to know this guy. But what's really fun to think about is there are 3 guys from Minnesota, 1 from Michigan, 1 from Oklahoma, one from Virginia, one from Indiana, one from Oregon, one from Kansas, and then 2 guys in the Chicago area. So it's kind of fun, just being able to have friends and these really cool relationships all over the country. Please also pray for the Lead Missions team and in what we're building. I think it's going to be really great. We've got some great mission trips that we've done in the past, and we're just praying that God takes us next level, which is going to be great. Pray also for the leaders that I'm talking to on phone calls about our mission trips and inviting them to come. And I say it actually below this video on my email, but in the prayer request section, just be praying for my kids. I really just have a sense that the Lord is doing something really cool. But my prayer for each of my 3 kids is that they would grow to love Jesus passionately. That loving Jesus would be the number one thing about them. And I mean, I pray that for Christina and I as well. But just think that they're in a really cool spot. So thank you very much for those prayers. Also want to encourage you to check below and with the LEAD365 thing, and would love for you to become like an official prayer partner with LEAD222. So thank you very much. God bless.